everyone. Good evening. Yes. Good evening, Gungun. Hi, Papiya. Yes, Gungun, I'm excited too. This is our kind of very first session of grade 8. Yes. Hello, Neha. Hi, Shri. Hi, Akshya, Yashasvi. Yes, welcome all of you once again. Well, my name is Khushbu and a very, very warm welcome to yet another wonderful session. Yeah, hello Priya. Thank you. Yes. All right, all right. So there is no glitch at all. You all can hear me and see me. So let's start the session. So we all know what today's session is about. Today we are going to have a bridge session on rational numbers. Yes? So we all saw in the previous session, like what all sessions, like the journey that we are going to have. Yes. So let's first quickly take a look what are we going to discuss in today's session. So first we will recall what we learned in grade 7 and then we will discuss a few poll questions. And after that we will see with the link of grade 7 and rational number to grade 8 rational number. How are they related actually? Because both these chapters, like you are learning the same chapter in grade 8 also. That's why we have come up with a bridge session on this. So, please like, share and subscribe so that you do not miss any new updates from us. Yes, so that you get notifications about the upcoming sessions. Black screen, please refresh the screen once because it's working fine for others. Well, I'm doing good. Thank you. Alright. By the way, it's Pet Day today. So as you all know that pets are the best friends of humans, and to thank them, this day each year 11th of April is celebrated as the National Pet Day. Wow, isn't it amazing? So we love celebrating our furry friends every day and often show them love and affection to our four-legged companions. But what about those stray animals who are deprived of all the love and affection? So this National Pet Day, let's join hands and demonstrate our fondness to these stray animals. Yes, I'm sure that you all love pets. Yes, so this National Pet Day, let's spread love beyond our homes. Yes. All right. Yes, amazing information. We should be knowing all these things, right? To enhance our knowledge also. Who all love pets, by the way? Yes, Aradhya? Same. I'm excited too. All right, all right. So let's move ahead. Let's get started. All right. So in grade 7, now that you all have been promoted to grade 8, you must be very excited. But I want you to meet Jack here. He is also excited to start his grade 8. All right. But before we start with the topics that we have in grade 8, let's first recall what all we learned in grade 7. Because as I said, this topic rational numbers is in grade 8 also. So what we learned in rational numbers in grade 7, we will first quickly recall that. So let's first understand the need of rational numbers with an example. So here you can see two kids over here, right? And the kids saw that the apples were falling, 3 apples were falling. Now they are confused. How will they equally divide these 3 apples between them? Can you tell me? And this is why we need to extend our number system and introduce a new number called a rational number. That's why we need to understand rational numbers. You see, that's the beauty of mathematics. It's everywhere around us. Yes? Session has just started and you have started asking me how long will it go? Yeah? Definitely Pixel Guy 2112, please ask. So you could answer this question, Pixel Guy, because you know rational numbers, right? You have learned it. That's why we are going to do a quick recall, right, of what we have learned. So now, what is a rational number actually? What are rational numbers? So let's first take a look at the mathematical definition. So it's basically a number which can be expressed in the P by Q form, where P and Q have to be integers, but there is a restriction. Q cannot be equal to 0. Denominator will not be 0. Yes. So it's basically numerator by denominator, right? How do we write this? 3 by 4, 5 by 7, etc. Something like this. That's how we represent the rational numbers, right? So fraction, like you said, 1.5, right? Because you already know it. You have learned it in the previous grade. Yes. Q not equal to 0. Absolutely, Puneet Soni. Yes, Harshali, doubt? Please write in the comment section, whatever doubt you have. Now, very interesting thing, do you know that every fraction is a rational number, but every rational number may or may not be a fraction. So what does this mean actually? So if you talk about fractions, we know that, let's say a by b, that's how we represent fractions. And rational numbers, we represent them by p by q, same numerator by denominator. So what is the difference? Here a and b should be whole numbers, no negative number. B cannot be equal to 0, denominator cannot be equal to 0. Here p and q are integers, q not equal to 0, denominator should not be 0. So both of them have one thing common, that denominator should not be 0, but here a and b are whole numbers, here these are integers, right? So let's take an example to understand this. A fraction could be like 1 by 2, 3 by 4, whole numbers are there. But rational numbers can be minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 4, right? Integers can be used. It can be minus 3 by minus 4, but we never put a negative number in the denominator, right? So we generally simply write like this, 3 by 4, it's going to be positive. Any doubts still here? Bad in math? See, when you say you are bad in math, that means maybe you are just judging yourself by your numbers, by your scores, what you are actually scoring, right? The first thing, this is the very beginning of your academic year, so I would suggest you, it's okay even if you could not score good in the previous grade, right? It's absolutely fine. Whatever mistakes you have done, we need to learn from your mistakes. And just make one thing clear in your mind, that I do not have to repeat those same mistakes in the next academic year. Yes? So whatever your weakness is, whatever concepts you feel, the topics that you feel that this is my weakness, obviously you can't be good at everything, right? You have some strengths, some weakness, so work on those things. This is the right time to do it. This is the very beginning and we have the entire year. Could not understand rational number definition. It says that it's basically numerator by denominator. That's how you represent it. Both of them should be integers. Integer could be, see, in integers we have whole numbers, we have natural numbers, we have negative numbers, right? But denominator can never be 0. Just one thing in mind, never be 0. Thank you, Naina. Thank you for such kind words. Yes. Whole numbers are also integers. Yes, whole numbers are a part of integers. Yes, absolutely. So if I talk about a number line, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, right? It is extending. And here we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Here you can see 0. 0 is a part of integers. This 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, these are whole numbers. Whole numbers are a part of integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, these are natural numbers. They are part of integers. These negative numbers, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, they are also a part of integers. Yes. Oh, hi Naina. Yes. Thank you, Sonali. How are they different? Fraction and rational numbers? Yes. The difference only is, here a and b can be whole numbers only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. But here p and q can be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, anything like this. But no decimal numbers, please, no decimal numbers here. Yes. A number line is only integers. No, it's not that. Priya, here I am representing a number line with integers. It's not that. But when I talk about rational numbers, this will comprise of decimal numbers also, right? Fractions would be there. Ma'am, in fraction, it can't be minus 1. Then it will be a rational number. This is the difference. Yes. Because if denominator is 0, then something by 0, it is infinity, right? That's the reason. Thank you, Soham. So Papiya has come up with something. Wow, again. Absolutely, you can note down these whatever points you feel that, this is something important or I might forget it later, please note it down. Because whenever you're learning any concept, the best thing is that you jot down important things. These things are extremely fruitful before the exam day. Trust me, handwritten notes are the best. Yes. We'll be solving question, Harshal, don't worry. Ma'am, means like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, etc. is integers. Yes, they are integers, right. Pixel guy, sorry, I did not see your question. Numerator be 0? Absolutely, yes, numerator can be 0. Thank you, Janvi. Anukriti, I cannot read the entire question. Only this much is visible. Can we write them? I can't read the entire question, sorry. Yes. Any more doubts? All right. Okay, so let's move ahead. So this was the difference between a fraction and a rational number, right? Generally students, you know, they interchangeably use them, but there is a difference. Now we know it. No doubt. Great. So now we have already discussed, you already learnt about the positive and negative rational numbers, right, in grade 7. Now quickly, can you identify the positive and negative rational numbers from here, like -1/2, 4/-3, -2/-5, 3/4. Quickly tell me which one of them are negative and which one of them are positive rational numbers. Quickly. Yes. Oh, thank you, Sonali. Thank you, Aradhya. No quiz on Menti. We will have just normal questions. No Menti is there. Yes. Harshali says -1/7 is, there is no -1/7 by the way, there is -1/2. Yes, 3/4 is positive. So -1/2, yes, this is negative, 4/-3. So when you say negative rational number, make sure that negative sign is always in the numerator. This is a negative rational number. -2, -5, both will cancel out. It will be positive, and this is also positive. Yes. First and second one are negative, last two ones are positive. Right. Third is positive. Great. So you all know this. Awesome. Let's move ahead. So now already we know that rational numbers, how to plot rational numbers on a number line, right? So this is the number line that you can see. Let's say I have to plot -1/2 here. It's going to be between -1 and 0, right? And 3/2, it's going to be between 1 and 2. So you all have done it in grade 7, right? How to plot them on a number line. See, when is the video for class 6 coming, or class 7 or class 8, whatever it is, please subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notifications about the upcoming sessions, right? That's why I'm saying this, so that you do not miss out on any new update. Ma'am, any rational hyphen in minus in denominator? So we do not write negative sign in the denominator, we put that in the numerator. How to identify the positive number and the negative? So it's simply, let's say this is -1/2, right? So this is negative, right? Because negative sign is there. Let's say I have 3/2, there is no negative sign, so this is positive. Let's say it is -3/-2. So both are negative sign, they will cancel out each other, it's going to be positive. Yes? So that's how we represent them on a number line. Alright, let's move ahead. Also, we have learned about the standard form of rational numbers. So what is the standard form? Let's say this is the general form of a rational number, p/q. So there should be no common factor between p and q should be positive, and it should not be 0. That's the standard form, right? Q should be positive. That's what I just told you. There should be no negative number in the denominator when we are talking about a rational number. Yes. Yes, Muhammad Anzar Khan, yes. Easy one, right? So, when I'm saying standard form, so let's say you're given a number 12/24. So, you can further reduce it. You can cancel them out and reduce it in the lowest form. So, once it is in the lowest form, there will be nothing common between the numerator and denominator, right? That's the standard form. Yes. Alright, so we have understood, we have just done a quick recall of what we learned. Now coming up next is a poll question that you have to solve. So here we go. Is the rational number 45/-60 in standard form? Quickly give your answer in the comment section. You have 30 seconds and try if you can reduce it in the standard form also. Give me the answer in the final standard form, if it is possible. Yes. Naina, Muhammad Anzar Khan, Akshara, everyone is saying no. Okay. Someone is saying yes, it is possible. 1/2. Yes, Arijita, I'll just explain it. How to write it in the standard form. What does it mean actually? Alright, time is up. So yes, the answer is no. Is the rational number in standard form? No, but we can reduce it in standard form. How do we do that? First of all, I told you, you take the negative sign in the numerator. It should not be in the denominator, right? Then we can reduce it. This is what? 15 times 3, 15 times 4. So -3/4. Now you can see there is nothing common between this -3 and 4. Nothing common, right? And denominator is also positive. So this is the standard form, right, Arijita? I think you were asking this question only. What standard form actually means? When there is nothing common. Yes, sisters and bro, we can cancel using 5 also. You will still end up getting the same answer. But number of steps will increase in that case. Yes. So that's infinity, Papiya. That's what I'm saying. Then we are not considering it as it's infinite, never ending. That's why we are not considering it in rational number. How to convert the denominator with minus sign to plus sign? This is simple. There is only one sign in the denominator. Whether it is minus 3 by 4 or it is 3 by minus 4, it is same thing. It is still a negative number only, right? But the way to write it in standard form is that we put that in the numerator. You have to do nothing. There are no steps involved in this. Just take it in the numerator. Yes. Yes, they do have additive inverse also. See, these are the topics that we will be learning later, right? Yes, Madhuri. So, standard form, what we have done here is, first thing you need to keep in mind, we reduce it to the extent when there is nothing common between the numerator and denominator, right? We can cancel this out. And another point is, denominator should not be negative. You take that negative sign in the numerator in that case. Now, if you put the negative minus sign in denominator, it is not wrong, but it is not in the standard form. Yes, minus 3 by 4 and 3 by 5 minus 4, they are same. But the only thing is, this is not in the standard form. That's what I'm saying. They mean the same thing. Yes, Sonali, I hope this is clear now. I've explained it one more time. Yes, that means simplest form, lowest form, simplest form, you can say. Okay, let's move ahead. Also, we have learnt about the comparison of rational numbers. Yes, we know how to compare rational numbers. Quickly take a look at this. Now, can they tell me that's which one of these slices, you can see these slices, it is representing 1 by 8, this is 1 by 6. Which one of them is bigger? You would say that, it's clearly evident that this one is bigger, right? Because you can see it in front of yourself, right? You can visualize it. Yes, Arijita, correct. Not in the middle, put it in the numerator. Yes. In some books, you would see it is written in the middle, that is also fine. Yes, so 1 by 6 clearly evident. That is the bigger one, right? So we have already learned about this comparison mathematically in grade 7, right? How to do that. Okay. Let's move ahead. So rational numbers, how to find out the rational numbers between two rational numbers. The first thing is we will be using one method you've already learnt about, that is by using the concept of integers. We make the denominators same and then we find out a rational number between two rational numbers, right? Let's say I give you two rational numbers, 3 by 4 and 1 by 2. You have to find out a rational number between them. You make the denominators same and then do it. Yes? Tarun Kumar, how to get a standard form of a rational number? Reduce it, cancel this out. Let me give you one more example. I think students are still stuck on the previous one. 12 by 24 is there. So what will I do? It is 12 times 1, 12 times 2. I'm just cancelling this out, right? Using a common factor. 1 by 2 is the standard form. Now there is nothing common between the numerator and denominator, we can see. Yes, this is the integer concept that you have been using. Yes, right, Gungun. Yes, so Naina, what you are talking about is this is something that you will be learning in grade 8 now. Correct, Priya. Yes. Yes, Praveen. By finding average, so the topic that you are talking about right now, this is something that you will be learning in grade 8. So that's going to be the second method. I'll talk about this also. So coming up next is a poll question for you. Quickly answer this question. So between any two numbers, there can be a dash rational numbers. So you have 30 seconds. So between any two numbers, how many rational numbers can we have? 1, 2, 0 or infinite? I think this is a simple question to answer. Idea of mean? Yes. See. This is the topic that we will be learning in grade 8. So in the upcoming sessions, when we are going to have our concept session on rational numbers, I'll be covering all this. Okay, I can see the answers. Everyone is saying it's D, infinite. Alright, time is up. Let's check the answer. Yes, it's option D. That's infinite. So between any two numbers, there can be infinite rational numbers. Right? Everyone knows this. Great. Let's move ahead. Also, what we have learned in grade 7 is we have already learned about the operations on rational numbers. By operations, we mean addition on rational numbers, subtraction on rational number, multiplication of rational numbers. We have already learned about all of this. Right? So, this is what we've already learned in grade 7. Now let's go and now we can start our grade 8. But before that, let's see what all do we have to learn in grade 8. So things to be covered. First of all, we have a brief introduction about the different numbers. Like we have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. Can you see what this figure is depicting over here? It is actually representing that natural number, whole numbers. That whole numbers comprise natural numbers. Integers comprise both whole numbers and natural numbers, and rational number comprises everything. Yes, I hope this is clear. No confusion between rational numbers and integers now. Yes. Correct, Pravin. Right. It is more or less same. Yes. Understood. So an introduction would be there. Yes, dance, masti and learning with Nandini. Wow. Great name. Quickly, yes. So we can see rational numbers is comprising everything. Integers, whole numbers, natural numbers. No confusion? Alright, great. Let's move ahead. Next we have properties of rational numbers. So we'll be talking about properties. This is very important. We will be talking about closure property. We have commutative property. We have associative property and distributive property. Yes. So all these properties are very important. So why do we need to learn properties? Because they make the calculation a lot simpler, right? Yes. Yes, Arshali. A lot of operations are there, but we do not need to mug up them, right? There is a way to understand them. We are not going to mug up the concepts. We will understand them so that you are able to remember them forever. Yes. Can decimals be included in the rational numbers? So when you are talking about a rational number, right, when you convert it, you actually get a decimal number. So yes, so this is what we have to learn in grade 8. Talking about the next thing, we have representation of rational numbers on the number line. So you would say that, ma'am, this we have already learned in grade 7 also. So what is the difference? So in grade 7, we learned to locate the rational numbers with the denominator up to 3, like 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Yes. So now we will learn that any rational number can be represented on the number line. Distributive property, see, in the upcoming sessions, the concept sessions, we will be learning all these concepts in detail. I'm just giving you, we're just looking at a quick glance, like what all we are going to learn in the upcoming sessions. Yes. Next, we have rational numbers between two rational numbers. So one method you've already learned using the concept of equivalent fractions. You take the LCM, make the denominator same, and then find it out. Another method we will learn it in grade 8 now, first time, taking the mean of rational numbers. Few students are already aware of this. They were talking about the average mean, but we will be learning this concept in the upcoming sessions in detail. Yes, Sonali, we will be covering all this, associative, distributed, everything. Thank you, Gungun. So this is it. This is what all we have learned in grade 7. We just do a quick revision and what all things we are going to be covering in the upcoming session. So now we know that, right? Now let's take a look at the quick summary. What all we have seen. So in grade 7, we have these 3 topics: need of rational numbers, what are rational numbers, positive and negative rational numbers. The same topics you have in grade 8 also, but there is just a brief introduction, right? So if you have your grade 7 books, I would suggest you can just go through these topics once, right? So that we are all set for grade 8. Then we have operations on rational numbers that you learned in grade 7. But in grade 8, we'll be talking about properties of rational numbers like closure, commutative, distributive, associative. Then rational numbers on a number line, we learned that in grade 7 also, how to locate them, right? But in grade 8, we will be doing a quick revision. But apart from that, you learn that to locate those rational numbers up to denominator 3 only. But now we will have different numbers. Rational number in standard form and comparison of rational numbers, this we have learned in grade 7, but this is not a part of grade 8. But still, it's okay if you do a quick revision, because I think maths is something that, you will have these things in other chapters also. You will find these things in other chapters also. Rational numbers between two rational numbers, 2 methods are there. This grade, we will be learning about the another one, how to find them using the average method, the mean method, right? This is the additional method that we are going to use. So now you have, a kind of thing in front of you. What all we have learned in grade 7, what all we are going to learn in grade 8, what all things are going to be repeated and what all things we are not going to use in grade 8. Yes. So looking at this, you can do a quick revision at your home also, just a quick glance. You can just have a quick glance on all these topics, try out a few questions. Yes. Amazing. Good, good. Now, homework time. So this is the homework question for you. Find the rational number P by Q shown on the number line, right? And you can solve this question after this session and let me know the correct option in the comment section below. So don't worry, we have got you covered. We have lined up many more sessions for you from every Monday to Friday to make you exam ready. Now let me give you a glimpse of the upcoming session. So upcoming session would be a quiz session on rational numbers, which is on 13th April, that is Wednesday at 6 p.m. Yes, so we are going to meet soon. And we have free trial classes also. Please click on the link in the description below and get all your doubts clarified instantly during the class. Please like, share and subscribe so that you do not miss any new updates from us. So you get notified about the upcoming sessions also. When will you check the homework? Well, my previous students know that. You can post your answers in the comment section. I always see that who has answered first. Yes? Yes, yes, you can say that, Gungun, right? Alright guys, so I'll meet you soon. Keep learning and take care. Thank you.